Hello everyone. In this Oracle SQL tutorial, we will begin with the group function. In our previous video, we have already discussed about functions and we noticed that like function are two types, that is single row function and multi-row function, which single row function return one result per record, but here in multi-row function, or I can say group functions, it will return single result per the group. So here let's see group function. Group functions operate on set of rows to give one result per group. So it will work on set of rows. As you can see, salary is a group of rows, but it will give one result per rows. Types of group function. We have average, we have count, we have max, we have minimum, we have sum, we have list tag, we have std, we have variance. Each of the function accepts an argument. The following table identifies the option that you can use in the syntax. Function average, distinct, all, n. Description average value of n ignoring null values. Count number of rows where expression evaluates to something other than null. Count all selected rows using asterisk, including duplicates and rows with null. Max distincts all expression. This syntax maximum value of expression ignoring null values. Minimum distinct all expression, minimum value of expression ignoring null value. STDD distincts all n. Standard deviation. STDD stands for standard deviation of n ignoring null values. Sum distinct all n. Some values of n ignoring null values. List tag orders data within each group specified in the order by class and then concatenates the values of the measure columns. Variance distincts all n, variance of n ignoring null values. Group function syntax. Select, you can use group function, then column, another column, so from table where condition. This is the syntax of group function. The group function is placed after the select keywords. So we can use the group function after the select keywords. You may have multiple group functions separated by commas. Syntax, group function, distinct all expression. Guidelines for using the group function. Distinct makes the function consider only non-duplicate values. So here it will not work with the duplicates value. All makes it consider every value, including duplicates. The default is all. So if you use distinct, it will only consider non-duplicate. If you use all, makes it consider every value, including duplicates. The default is all, and therefore does not need to be specified because you have never seen all with the select distincts with the select keywords, because by default it is all. But if you want to consider non-duplicates, then use distinct. The data types of the function with an expression argument may be char, worker2, number, or date. All group functions ignore null values. To substitute a value for null value, use the NVL. We already discussed about the NVL. If you want to replace the null value with a meaningful value, you can use NVL, NVL2, callis, key, case, or decode functions. Using the average and sum function. You can use average and sum for numeric data. You can only use sum and average with numeric data, no characters. So select average salary. You can find the max salary, minimum salary, sum salary from employees where job ID like REP. So let's see this example. This is the average salary, and this is the max salary, and this is the minimum salary, and this is the sum of the salary. You can use the average, sum, minimum, and max functions against the column that can store numeric data, only numeric data. It can be used with numeric data. The example in the slide display the average, highest, lowest, and sum of monthly salaries for all sales representatives department. Using the minimum and max function, you can use minimum and max for numeric, character, and data types. So here, minimum max can be used for all for numeric and also character and data types. So select minimum hard date, max hard date from implies. Let's see the example. Select minimum hard date, maximum hard date from implies. So this is the minimum hard date and this is the maximum hard date. You can use the max and minimum functions for numerics, character, and data types. The example in slide display the most junior and most senior implies. So as you can see, the minimum hard date is the junior employee. The maximum hard date is the senior employee. The following example display the employee last name that is first and the employee last name that is the last in the alphabetic list of all employees. Select minimum last name, maximum last name from employees. Let's see this example. Last name, max last name from employees. So here, Abil is the junior employee because this is the minimum, and Zolotki is the maximum last name. So this is the usage of minimum and maximum. Note, the average, sum, variance, and std function can be used only with numeric data types. So average, sum, variance, and std can be used with numeric types. Max and minimum cannot be used with lob, long, object binary, or long data types. This cannot be used with lob and long. Using the count function, so count returns the number of rows in a table. Select count star from employees where department ID is 50. Returns the number of rows in a table. So we have 45 rows in a department ID which is 50. Count expression returns the number of rows with non-null values for expression. Non-null values. Example? Select count commission percentage from employees where department ID is 50. So here returns the number of rows with non-null values. The count function has three formats: count star, count expression, count distinct, and expression. So we can use in three formats. Count star returns the number of rows in a table that satisfy the criteria of select statement, including duplicate rows and rows containing null values in any of the column. If a where clause is included in select statement, count star returns the number of rows that satisfy the condition in a where clause. In contrast, count expression returns the number of null values that are in a column identified by expression. Count distinct expression returns the number of unique non-null values that are in a column identified by expression. Example, the example in the slide display the number of employees in department 50. The example in the slide display the number of employees in department 50 who can earn a commission percentage. Using distinct keyword, count distinct expression returns the number of distinct non-null values of expression to display the number of a distinct department values in the employees table. Select count distinct department ID from employee ID. So it will avoid duplicates value in the department ID. So here is the example. Allow. Using the distinct keyword to suppress the counting of duplicate values in a column, the example in a slide displays the number of distinct departments values that are in the employees table. So this is the distinct department. Thank you so much. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel. And thank you. See you in the next video. We will continue the remaining part of this in the next video. Thank you so much.